Hello, my name is Stephanie James. Where do I come from? Well, I was born in Australia to British parents, one Irish and the other Cornish. We travelled a lot as a child and I've lived in many different countries. We travelled because my father was an engineer and particularly a nuclear physicist. We lived for significant periods of time in Guyana, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Canada and the US. My mother painted all the time, even though she was an English teacher, and my dad made things. I remember he made a system in cardboard to present to the National Health Service in the UK on how to override the computer system in the event of a power failure. So my childhood was very creative. How did I get here? I trained as a sculptor, but I'm also an educator and an administrator. I'm currently living in Sway in the New Forest in the UK, which is where I have a studio. What am I passionate about? Metal. I use copper, brass and silver, and also bronze. And my studio is like a laboratory. I melt and form non-ferrous metals, solder and cut out, reassemble and construct sculptures and sometimes adornments for the body. In Tallahassee, Florida, there's an incredible lab. It's called the Mag Lab and it houses the largest magnet in the world and is also the National Magnet Research Center for the US. I visited the lab as a tourist and also as an artist with a keen interest in the materials that the scientists use and that have been set aside and could be repurposed. Here is a large copper disc from the lab that was rejected from the thousands that make up a magnet. It can be worn or remade into a new piece that speaks about the elemental, the things that we are made of, come from, and will become. My intention is to improvise and make gestures towards the big questions and relish in the mystery and fantasticness of our universe. Dwelling on why we're here can be scary, especially when we think about time and try to connect it to the notion of space. I see copper and brass and bronze and silver that I work with as carrying the imprint of time and space. And I melt them together and I pour them into forms to make new concoctions and shapes. The experiments at CERN are visually overwhelming and I'm looking forward to experiencing the impact of standing next to or under them. I love the circular nature of them. I love that circular in terms of it going round and round and at the same time looking for clues as it goes round and round. I hear that there's a physicist who can make aura detectors at CERN. I really want to meet them and find out how I can do this too. My aim is to make numerous detectors and stage an aura gathering at CMS in December. Aura detectors will be useful while we emerge from the pandemic as a way of greeting and communicating. I want these aura detectors to be worn and made of some of the stuff that they use at CERN that they've potentially discarded. Thank you.